There you go.
We had a pretty interesting little scare here. Underneath the steps, we found a rattlesnake. Our herd, the dogs found another rattlesnake. This is a little smaller than the one we found yesterday, but this one was out in the open and he was curled up and the dogs were barking. We got the dogs in. We have a couple different areas that we can put the dogs that are more or less secure. So I made a loop, and I've used these before. You can get an idea of what this looks like, just so that you know. It's a piece of PVC with a noose on the end. And when I put it over, it was pretty easy for me to slip this over his head. And then when I put it over his head, I can pull the other end. You can show him the other end here. I pull the other end and it cinches up the around his head. So for example, let's say, can you get this, Deborah, right here? Let's say this is the snake's head, this pipe, and I put it over his head like this, and then I do is I tighten it up like this, and I tightened it up so tight I've actually pulled part of his body inside the piece of PVC. Poor guy. I feel badly for him. But anyway, we put him in this igloo. This is called an igloo, correct?
Yeah.
Is this igloo? I put him in this igloo, and he's in there now. I don't know if you can hear him. Bring the phone a little closer, Deborah, and see if they can hear him. He's going.
If you hear the sound of running water, that's snake rattle.
Sounds like exactly like a faucet. But so I'm going to keep this. I need to make a better one than this. I actually need to buy a legitimate snake grabber, because this is pretty primitive. I've used these several times before over the years and they've all worked, but the grabber would have been a little bit more reliable, I think.
So now what do we do with the snake?
First of all, I want to see if I can find some tape for this, so I can tape this down, because if I want to transport him, I want to take him out of here.
Transport him in what?
In the car.
In my car?
Well,
probably.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be taped up.
I know.
So the question is, where do we take this guy though?
I don't know.
That's the problem. You know, I don't know if I want to do it at night. We might want to keep him in here overnight.
Oh.
Well, he's going to be okay, Deborah. We just have to tape it up. I've got a bungee, but I don't trust the bungee. I want to tape it up. I can pick it up for now. Let's go over here and see if we can find some tape. Stop the video, and then we'll start it later.